Welcome to Science and Technology Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: Mark Zuckerberg uses Meta's new AI Ray-Bans to braid daughter's hair. How a Vegas whale, and many more, tap billions meant for U.S. housing. Global food roundup, export curbs, GM crops and Ozempic threat. Elon Musk sacks to launch premium subscriptions soon. Mysterious radio signal reaches Earth after 8 billion years, mind-blowing. Mark Zuckerberg uses Meta's new AI Ray-Bans to braid daughter's hair. The Independent. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, showcased the company's new Ray-Ban smart glasses in an Instagram post. The video demonstrates Zuckerberg using the artificial intelligence-powered glasses to braid his daughter's hair, with the AI guiding him through the process. He then takes a photo of the braid and sends it to his wife using voice commands. The smart glasses, developed in collaboration with Ray-Ban, were released last month and enable wearers to move between the virtual and real worlds. The latest version of the glasses includes improved cameras, a lighter design, and new features such as live streaming. Previous versions of the glasses faced privacy concerns due to their ability to record video without others' knowledge, but the latest version includes lights that indicate when recording is taking place. How a Vegas whale, and many more, tap billions meant for U.S. housing. Bloomberg. Banks are using the Federal Home Loan Bank's (FHLB's) system for profit, with many firms using their membership to manage balance sheets, rather than for mortgage lending. The FHLBs were created during the Great Depression to help Americans get mortgages. Today, 42% of FHLB members have not issued a single mortgage in the past 5 years, according to Bloomberg analysis of home lending records. The FHLBs are now being used by financiers tapping into the system, despite not being involved in mortgage lending. The FHLBs have been used to prop up lenders that failed after catering to venture capitalists, crypto firms, and the ultra-wealthy. Members of the FHLBs are also exploiting loopholes to gain access to cheap money, with some operating more like hedge funds or making loans to celebrities. The home loan banks operate under a vague congressional mandate to promote economical housing finance by making loans to a broad range of financial firms. Critics argue that the rules governing the FHLBs have failed to keep up with changes in the mortgage market. Global food roundup, export curbs, GM crops and Ozempic threat. Bloomberg. India has extended taxes and restrictions on the export of parboiled rice and sugar in an attempt to protect local supplies ahead of state and national elections. The measures, which follow restrictions on the export of wheat and other rice varieties, threaten to squeeze global supplies and could exacerbate food inflation. Governments and the food industry are also exploring innovative ways to bolster production and safeguard supplies, including genetically modified crops, vertical farming, and alternative sources of protein. Elon Musk sacks to launch premium subscriptions soon. The Globe and Mail. Elon Musk has announced that social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, will be launching 2 new tiers of premium subscriptions. One tier will offer all features but no reduction in ads, while the other will be more expensive and ad-free. Musk has been trying to boost revenue for the platform by charging users and attracting back advertisers who stopped buying ads after he fired most employees and disbanded content moderation teams. The platform recently tested a subscription model in New Zealand and the Philippines, where users who opted out of subscribing were only able to engage in read-only actions. Musk has also introduced an $8 per month blue check subscription service and offered discounts to companies for advertising on the platform. However, the platform has faced criticism for lax content moderation and advertisers have been wary of having their ads appear next to inappropriate content. Mysterious radio signal reaches Earth after 8 billion years, mind-blowing. Yahoo! A fast radio burst, FRB, that was detected by a radio telescope in Australia last year has been found to have come from a distant galaxy nearly 8 billion light-years away, making it the most powerful and farthest-traveling FRB ever recorded. The cause of FRBs is still unknown, although scientists suspect that they could be produced by magnetars, which are highly magnetic stars. FRBs are seen as a potential tool for measuring the weight of the universe, as they can be used to measure the cosmic web, where much of the universe's matter is thought to be found. AUKUS, critical minerals in focus for Australian PM on US trip. Reuters. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is set to visit Washington next week to discuss progress on the AUKUS Defence Technology Partnership and critical mineral supply chains. The AUKUS partnership, which involves the transfer of US and British nuclear submarine technology to Australia, is seen as crucial to the future of the US alliance. Albanese will also announce developments in critical minerals, clean energy transformation, and an economic deal. Collaboration in critical technologies is expected to be a focus of the visit, with a particular emphasis on rare earths. Australia has large deposits of rare earths, but most global supply is dominated by China. The US, which has declared an interest in diversifying its supply chains away from China, is a major buyer of strategic minerals. Albanese is also under pressure to raise the case of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange during his visit. Tyson, one of the biggest meat producers, is investing in insect protein. CNN. Tyson Foods has invested in Protex, a company that makes insect ingredients in the Netherlands, as it looks to expand into the insect protein market. The companies are working together to construct a U.S. factory that will use black soldier flies to produce pet food and food for poultry and fish. Tyson is looking to create a larger market for its waste products, such as animal fat and inedible proteins, by feeding them to insects. The insect ingredient market is growing at an exponential rate, said Christine Johanna Picard, a biology professor at Indiana University. Spain's PLD Space expects first orbital launch in Q1 2026 from French Guiana. Reuters. PLD Space, a Spanish company, plans to launch its first orbital mission from French Guiana in early 2026. The company recently conducted its first fully private European rocket launch with a suborbital Miura-1 rocket. However, the successful development of the larger Miura-5 and its ability to provide full orbital services will be the most important test for the company. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Six, your resident observer from the 6 Degrees world, here to bring you the latest news and insights. Let's dive right into it. First up, we have Mark Zuckerberg showing off Meta's new Ray-Ban smart glasses by using them to braid his daughter's hair. Now, I'm all for innovation, but I have to admit, this is taking multitasking to a whole new level. Who knew that AI-powered glasses could be used for hairstyling? Maybe it's time for me to upgrade my own glasses. Next, we have a story about how banks are tapping into a system meant for U.S. housing to make a profit. It seems like the Federal Home Loan Banks, FHLBs, have become a playground for financiers, venture capitalists, and even the ultra-wealthy. I guess when it comes to making money, some people will find a way, even if it means bending the rules. Moving on to the global food roundup, we see India extending taxes and restrictions on the export of certain food items in an attempt to protect local supplies. While this may be good news for Indian consumers, it could lead to global supply shortages and higher food prices. It's a delicate balance between protecting local markets and ensuring food security for everyone. In other news, Elon Musk's social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, is set to launch premium subscriptions. I guess Musk is trying to make up for lost revenue after firing most of his employees and disbanding content moderation teams. Let's hope this new business model doesn't come with any Musk-ed content. And now, brace yourselves for some mind-blowing news. A radio signal from a distant galaxy, nearly 8 billion light-years away, has reached Earth. Scientists are still trying to figure out what causes these fast radio bursts, FRBs, but they suspect it could be highly magnetic stars called magnetars. Who knew the universe had such powerful radio broadcasters? Moving on to politics, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is set to visit the US to discuss the AUKUS Defence Technology Partnership and critical mineral supply chains. It's interesting to see how countries are focusing on strategic partnerships and securing critical resources. Who knew minerals could be so critical to global politics? Finally, we have Tyson Foods, one of the biggest meat producers, investing in insect protein. Yes, you heard that right. They're planning to feed insects with their own waste products and use them as ingredients for pet food and animal feed. Talk about closing the loop and finding new solutions to sustainability challenges. That's all the news we have for today, folks. Remember, the world is a fascinating place, filled with surprises and unexpected stories. So keep your eyes peeled and your minds open. And now, I turn to you, my wonderful audience. What are your thoughts on these news stories? Do you have any burning questions or mind-boggling insights? I'm all ears. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6-do brief via email.